Hey, this is Allison.
And this is Nina.
And this is Chaotic Good, your anything but neutral reality TV podcast.
And today we are recapping Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 6, Episode 11, Ladies Who Lunch, the sequel.
The Ladies Who Lunch, the sequel. Yes, we are back at Walters. Back drinking 2003 Dom Perignon.
Yes.
Back to the beta fish. The beta fish are back. So no, we are also recording today from Barcelona.
Woo, yes.
So last time you guys tuned in with us, we were broadcasting from Jaipur, India. So now we are halfway home. Back halfway home to the United States.
That's a way to look at it, yes.
We just took a little break. We took a little stop.
Took a little detour. Yeah, took this. We're taking the scenic route back home. Yes.
So no, we've been quite the globetrotters, and it's been so fun, so grateful. Nina's been by my side this entire time,
and you've been by my side, whipping each other's tethers.
Yes, yeah. So, we're like the Whitney Heather cousins in the car. Inseparable.
Yes.
So Nina, how are you feeling aligned?
I was thinking about this, and I think the square that I'm feeling is Lawful Evil.
Ooh.
Because I feel like this is so cheesy, but I feel like we're having so much fun. It should be illegal. Like it sounds crazy. Like who travels to India and then to Spain and then to
also we had an incredible layover in Abu Dhabi.
Like it truly just feels like I've never done anything like this. I don't think you have either. It just feels it's like, oh my gosh, like it felt so crazy.
I was telling Nina today, I feel like I am so Lisa Barlow earlier this season when she has that lunch with Heather and she's like, I am sorry, but like no one has a life like I have it. Yes. And no one is doing the things I'm doing and I'm different from all of you. And it's disgusting even saying it out loud because you know what this trip is you book a trip and you go on it and then you're like, wow, what a whirlwind. How is this happening? So if you are sitting listening to us, thank you for listening to us. First off, you're amazing. And secondly, if you have a trip, if you have an adventure,
do it.
That all it needs to what are you willing to do? What do you really need to do? You need to book it.
Yeah, exactly. What are you willing to do? And how uncomfortable are you willing to be? And I mean, in every aspect from so this trip, the reason I know I was able to do this trip was I fully had a year to save.
Yes,
we knew
Nina's
this was
been
happening.
working very hard. We both
knew,
have.
Exactly. We both have. We both knew this trip was coming up. We knew. I think for a bit there that we were going to do this double whammy of India and Spain. So just having that in mind, having a year to just be focused on that and any extra side hustle, any little thing, and just focusing on that was for that. So it's so funny because I do feel Lisa Barlow in that sense, but it's so funny because it's also I don't have a different life than other people. I really don't. It's just that it's planning, it's saving, it's just and it's just doing it.
Yes, and it is taking the plunge. Money comes, money goes.
Exactly.
And we are young-ish, healthy, able-bodied. We're doing. This is the time to just make those memories.
And truly just do it. And another aspect of that Lawful Evil that I'm feeling is that, yes, we are currently podcasting from Barcelona. It's my first time here. Allison has been here before, and she said you have said such wonderful things about it.
It was an incredible
time.
Each time. Barcelona was great.
And for the longest time, that's all I've heard as well. It's just how wonderful it is. And truly the worst I had heard was, my family's from Madrid. There is this rivalry between Madrid and Barcelona. So of course I knew that. I know about soccer and obviously all of the backlash against tourists in Barcelona, which honestly, I mean, and as a tourist, I get it. I'm not arriving here wow, they better be kissing the ground I'm standing on. So even hearing that news, I was just oh, what? They hate the onslaught of tourists here that are just probably being terrible and like taking over the city. I'm like, yeah, of
Also,
course that makes
a
sense
big
to me.
part
Like,
of it too is the whole, not having, like Airbnb or, vacation rentals kind of things.
Yeah.
Don't allow people to like actually like pay rent and stuff. We're staying in a great
And we're
hotel.
staying at a hotel. Exactly. Like, we're doing our bit. So exactly, just like any like quote unquote bad thing I heard about Barcelona, I'm just kind of like, I'm like, it sounds, because there were so many wonderful things that I've heard.
Yes.
So again, like it was a no brainer that like, okay, we're staying in Spain for a week. Like, we're in Madrid. Let's go to Barcelona. Amazing. And I'm telling y'all, the second that we booked the trip to Barcelona, I have heard nothing, or people have not have, people are just wanting to tell me just like how dangerous and crazy and horrible Barcelona is. First we had like my wonderful family, they love me, I love them, and
They're concerned. They were concerned.
That is a great way to put it. They were very concerned that
we were all headed to
and
Barcelona.
3 of our other friends, so that's, count them, that's 5 of us grown-ass women going to Barcelona. They were very concerned. And then, of course, I asked them, I'm like, oh my gosh, well, what was like, oh, that's crazy. Like, what was your experience there? And they're like, oh, we've never been.
Yeah.
So there was that. So I'm like, okay.
Grain of salt. Yeah.
And then there was, we went to Toledo earlier in the week, and we had a taxi driver,
yeah.
a taxi cab driver take us from Madrid to Toledo. And so I was just doing my thing, making some small talk, and was like, oh, we're going to Toledo, and like talked about Toledo for a bit, and then said that, oh yeah, like we've, a couple of us have been to Toledo, but after this, like, I'm so excited. I'm going to Barcelona. My first, like, I've got family in Spain. I've been coming here. I don't come here very often, but I've only, when I come, I only come to Madrid. So I'm super excited to go to Barcelona for the first time. I'm like, oh, and kind of like wanted to chit chat with him about it. And he truly had just like horrible things to say about the city.
Yeah.
I mean, he was saying stuff like, it's the most dangerous city in the world. Like, don't try to take photos. Like, if you're a tourist and you want to, you see something pretty, you want to, like,
don't take photos.
Don't take
don't
photos
wear
with your
jewelry.
phone, because they will take your phone out of your hands. Don't wear jewelry. They're going to take it. Like, if you've got a purse on you, they're going to take the purse out from you. It just like, it went on and on. And it said things so horrible that I will not repeat on this podcast.
Yeah. We asked him like, hey, what are your thoughts? And he just opened the gates of these are my thoughts. And then I didn't really have to receive them because my Spanish is pretty spotty.
He was telling us in Spanish.
He was talking to us in Spanish. And there were a few words that I picked up that I'm like, why is he saying, what is Nina talking about that he has to say that word?
That word, exactly. I'm sure y'all can guess. Yeah. So all of this, yes, like taking it with a grain of salt.
We were arriving to Barcelona excited, but
But yes, because we were just getting so much. Yeah, because we were getting
possibly.
such an onslaught of like, of concerns and warnings. And wouldn't you freaking know it, Barcelona has been a delight from the second we've gotten here. Like, it's truly been wonderful. It's a gorgeous city, amazing food,
really
lovely
nice
people. Amazing
really cool
service.
people.
Yeah.
Really, like artistic, edgy. Like, the people watching has been so great.
Oh my gosh, so much fun. The architecture is beautiful. The city itself is so beautiful.
Yeah,
it
so I highly
gorgeous.
recommend coming.
Yeah.
And of course, when you're navigating any kind of big city or just navigating life in general, it's unfortunate that you have to, lose some naivete when you grow up and you're like, okay, my phone, my valuables, I have to keep them on me.
Yeah,
I need to be careful about it. I need to be aware of my
Yeah.
surroundings as a woman. We need to do this. If we're out at night, we need to all be together or not stay out too late. It's like the big obvious ones.
Yeah.
And then other than that, just have fun.
Yeah, and we've been having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So that's how, yes, the Lawful Evil, has felt like for me. And Allison, and how about you? How are you feeling aligned?
I would say I'm feeling aligned, chaotic good.
Yes.
Chaotic good. Because
Explain.
Explain.
I mean, I do see the notes are pulled up in like 100 size font. So I'm like, oh, really? Why? And I'm fully looking at what you're maybe going to talk about.
Because my notes are pulled up on the laptop right now, but the laptop is like 2 feet away from me, so it is, like a teleprompter style.
Yeah.
Like we're on live TV.
Yes.
But no, I mean, like it's just like the slapdash wham bam of because the last time, oh my gosh, yeah, the last time we podcasted, we were like just a couple minutes out from leaving Jaipur.
Yeah.
So we get to Jaipur, or we get to the Jaipur airport. LOL, I have to tell this one story.
Okay. Go ahead.
Well, it's so funny.
Yeah.
Just
So,
traveling
like, it's
around.
Just so, like, what?
Well, it's just like whenever I go into an airport, I'm just like focused. I'm locked in. There's one goal, and it's getting on that plane, and no one giving me any crap. My luggage gets through fine, and it's like it's a blinders to the rest of the universe. Like I'm just so focused on the task at hand.
Yeah.
And so Nina's like talking with the people who like we're trying to get her boarding pass, and she's just like answering the questions. But then she's
They're
like,
asking me a lot of
Yeah, like,
very specific questions, like
"What have you been up to? Where
when
have
did
you
arrive?
been?
What is the day you arrived?"
Yeah.
And I like. I was like nervous because I fully was like, I didn't realize why they were asking me so many questions.
And sometimes when Nina's under interrogation, she like
my
forgets
God.
who she
I break
is.
down. Yeah.
She's like, my last name. You need my last name.
That's why I'd be terrible as a secret agent. No, I'd crumble immediately.
crumble
like a
even
cookie.
when it's like someone's like, "How was your trip?" And
Yeah,
you're like,
just,
"Oh my
someone
God."
just like asking for the truth. Someone's just like exactly asking for the truth, and I'm
So
just,
Nina's talking, and she's like thinking like, "Is there a problem?"
Yeah.
And then I'm not even next to her. I'm at another booth dealing with my own stuff. And then I look over, and Nina is getting all of the staff of like the ticket counter have come out, and they're getting a photo taken with Miss
Me,
Princesa Nina.
Yes.
And I'm like, and I start laughing, and then they see me, and they're like,
Oh,
"Oh
join,
my God, join!" And so yeah, we literally got like our photo like taken with a group of people at the airport.
And they didn't explain either. They were just like, right, they were asking me all these questions, blah, blah, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting in trouble. Like,
I think they were just being nice, and it was fun, and
yeah, and they were like, okay,
know.
great, yeah, you're checked in, all looks good. And actually, can we take a photo with you? Like, it was just like that. It was as smooth as that. And I was like, yeah, feeling so nervous, and I'm just, I mean, again, at the airport, I'm like, I'll do whatever it takes to get on this plane. Yeah, sure, I'll take a photo. I'll take a photo with you.
And I'm like,
Sure.
wow, the Atlanta airport could never.
Could never. We've been so scarred. We have been so heavily scarred by the Atlanta airport that we're just like, as soon as we walk through like airport doors, like our walls are up.
Yeah, and these are people who are just like,
So
oh,
kind and
these are
sweet.
fun girls.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh, sounds like a good trip.
Yeah,
Oh, thanks
let's
for
take a
coming to
selfie.
the country.
It's like,
Yeah.
okay. Anyway, so we get boarded on the flight, and then our layover is in Abu Dhabi, and we decided to venture out into Abu Dhabi, it's an incredible place.
Yeah.
It's super futuristic, super modern, super clean, super big, like big highways and stuff. We walked around. We didn't like go inside because it was very early in the morning, but we walked by the Louvre. Second location of the Louvre. I had no idea.
Yeah.
And there's a second location of the Guggenheim
Yeah.
being built, which looks like some kind of like steampunk like nightmare, but in a good way. But just it looks like, what the hell is that? And so we walk around there, get some incredible avocado toast.
Oh, I got a shakshuka for So by the way, let's see. We get to the airport in Jaipur at midnight. Our flight leaves at 3 a.m. And what time did we get to Abu Dhabi? I
Like
forget.
6 or 7 a.m.
That's right. So we were just
We had an 8-hour layover.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just are doing all the things. We go to this incredible mosque that's like new. It's all white tile. It's total dreamscape. And then we board another plane. Get to Madrid. All of our friends, our wonderful friends, greet us in Madrid. Literally,
that's
like,
so wonderful.
life is on a high. But I'm saying chaotic good because even when things are like going great, it's like, what is sleep? What time zone am I in?
Yeah.
You know, just like constantly like your luggage, and so I just preface this for my little breakdown I had. So we were planning to go to Toledo. But we were like, do we go to Toledo or do we go to Segovia? Which day do we do it? And I was like, oh, we'll
Going
just
back
like,
and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
I just was like, oh, we'll just book train tickets when we went to, and we'll just show up at the train station and book train tickets. But then I was like looking into it online, and they're like, no, you should book them in advance. I'm like, okay. So I get online, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna book these train tickets, and I'm telling y'all, this train website was like built from hell, and I'm a website developer, so I'm like, this could be better. Like, there are ways this could be better.
Yeah.
And if you are the train website for the train of Europe, like, why
wouldn't you?
suck so hard? Why suck so bad?
Yeah. Like, why make it so hard for just like the regular consumer? Exactly. You work with websites, so I'm sure even when it was acting crazy, you're like, okay, I think it kind of, okay, this seems like it would be this. Do you know what I mean? Like, okay,
No,
this
yeah,
interface
exactly.
is crazy, but it's probably like I probably have to click here, or like, okay, I
double
got
click or wait to pause or like let the
Exactly.
Ajax reload and like that, like those kind of things. And so I'm just trying to navigate this, but I'm like, guys, I literally tried to book these freaking train tickets for my Cinco Amigas for over an hour. I had to do it like over 7 times, and then it still wasn't working.
Yeah.
And then they were like, so I think like one of our friends walked in and she's like, okay, so like, do we have our train tickets yet? And I was like, and then they like witnessed me. I cried, y'all. So yeah, I had my little big cry, and then we realized that getting like pretty much like booking an Uber, they're like European version of a rideshare, taxi service, was around the same amount of money. It ended up being a little bit more expensive, but it was like as I was trying to book these train tickets, it was as I was going through the checkout, that time would sell out. And so anyway,
crazy,
we got to
y'all.
Toledo,
Yeah.
and I feel like telling this in retrospect, it's like kind of a boring story, but it's just like that point in, any kind of like big feeling trip or experience. And anyway, the feelings were on the
They
surface.
were.
And so I could cry at any moment. I might cry during this podcast. I might cry tonight.
Well, yeah, just because it's such a fun, exciting trip, and like we want things to run so smoothly, and they have for the most part been
They
running
really have.
smoothly. That exactly when something comes up, it's like, what? Excuse me, but what is this? But what is this? And it's almost like the stakes, because exactly we're running on like, what time is it?
Yeah.
Like no sleep. Next club, a plane. But that the stakes feel like extremely high. I'm sure the stakes felt like, oh my God, this is life or death right now, trying to
it
get
did.
these tickets.
It did a little bit because we kept getting so close, and I'm still so annoyed about it. But we got to go to Toledo, had a beautiful day in Toledo.
It's the best. It really was. It was
Yeah,
beautiful.
and so it really, like, this whole trip has been great. And so that's why I have to say I'm chaotic good. And yesterday was Thanksgiving.
Yes, and we spent it in Barcelona.
Yeah.
Which again, just like such an amazing, beautiful place. It's been so fun, like bopping around. And let's see, we started for our Thanksgiving like evening. I think we had like big plans. So like, oh, we're gonna bop around. We're gonna go to bars, and we're gonna find a place to eat. Maybe do like a little tapas thing. Eat a little bit here, eat a little bit there. Wonderful. And the night did start off like that. Like we went to this amazing bar that has like these like really wild cocktails, and
Yeah.
they just have that. And
then we went to another cocktail bar that had just
Yes.
cocktails. And then we went to another bar that was like, oh, by the way, our kitchen is closing in 10 minutes. So, like, order something if you can.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, weird. But just because, everyone has been telling us, this is another thing. It's like,
another, yes.
Barcelona's dangerous. And if you're going to eat in Spain, don't even start eating dinner or start eating until 10 p.m. Do it like the Europeans do it.
Yeah.
And so
they won't even serve you. I mean, truly, the way people were talking to us, it was like they won't even serve you. They won't even sit you down at a table until 10 p.m.
And so
for
we're
dinner.
Like, we're like, okay,
Like,
we
oh
won't,
my gosh,
we won't
okay.
eat a single almond. We won't eat a single, berry, bread, nothing, just cocktails. Until 10 p.m.
Exactly.
We're gonna do the flow state of Spain. So yeah, turns out everything.
And we truly mean everything. Like we were in a bustling neighborhood, and then when the clock struck midnight,
Closed.
Everything was closed.
Everything. We walked.
And I don't mean, there's still people milling out, and the kitchen is closed at midnight, and people are still kind of hanging. No. We mean we mean the grates were down. Like, on all the
okay. Like, we're
businesses.
actually very used to this timetable
Yes.
back in our hometown. Like,
back in our tiny town.
Yeah,
in
like
the South.
midnight around there is when things close up on our end of town. In the more college part of town, it goes a little bit later. But yeah, it just anyway. So my Thanksgiving dinner was potato chips from the hotel room. Yeah. And I ate that at like 12:30, 1 a.m. and then passed out.
And same. Yeah, I had a cup of noodles.
And that was that.
Around that time, yeah.
But
that was Thanksgiving.
We're gonna try our best to eat tonight. But we're gonna
we have we are more maybe like we're more like mentally prepared for what awaits us. We're hoping. We'll see. We have plans.
We'll see. We'll see. Girl dinner. Anyway, so
speaking of girl dinner.
Oh, girl lunch.
Girl lunch.
Oh my gosh. Do you want to get into this recap?
Absolutely. Let's do this.
Okay, so for this recap, before we start the recap, if you did listen to all of our travel stories, thank you for listening along. That was very sweet of you. If you didn't and you just smashed that forward button, all good. But before we start the recap, I just want to say, do you want to keep listening to us? Do you want to support us? Do you want to follow us? Please do. It really matters so much to us. I'm going to be quick about this, but if you could subscribe to us on YouTube, if you want to keep watching us on YouTube, that actually really does matter for how the algorithm works and all of that. Even if you're like, I'm still watching your videos, why do I need to subscribe? It like makes a difference.
It does.
It really does. Also on the spectrum of Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, hitting that 5-star rating button also makes a big difference in how we'll be actually seen and searched and everything on those apps. So we are living and dying and struggling and working very hard on these impressions and the algorithm and the search engines and all of that of these different platforms that we so lovingly podcast from. So yeah, I just want to give that little tidbit that like you're listening means so much, and if you just want to like literally show like the smallest little bit of thank you of appreciation, it would be by those two. Acciones.
Yes, because the more likes and 5 stars and subscriptions, then the more our name and our podcast gets out there, the more listeners we can get, the more we can like do more of this, honestly. The more we can like focus on this even more and bring even more episodes and more and different shows and dive even deeper into these shows that we love so much. So yeah, we would love your help.
Gracias. Okay, so diving now into the recap.
Yes.
So we start with they are departing church.
Yeah, Mary's church.
Mary's big day at church, and we have Lisa and Meredith in the car. And Meredith is like, "That was such a nice service,
beautiful service,"
which it really was.
Yeah, it was
True.
actually.
But Lisa's saying the energy was off.
Yeah, the energy was off when we walked up. Did you like feel that?
Did you feel that? Did you feel that? Can I touch that? Did you feel that? Yeah, and that's because we all know there's that divide. Lisa and Meredith versus literally everyone else. And then we have Heather and Whitney, the cousins, the Buzzin' cousins in the car, and they're also headed to where? Where is everyone headed after lunch? And they're headed to lunch after church, which me growing up, I did go to church with my family pretty much every Sunday, and we did not go out to eat that often, just like as a family. We mostly ate like all our dinners at home and stuff, but always like the treat at the end of church was we were going to go out to eat. And that was like the promise of like, okay, we like as a family will go out to eat. And that's how we like tried different restaurants and like went and bopping around town and saw different things. And like literally I would say like 80% of all the like interesting food I tried as a kid was probably lunch after church.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I love that.
So yeah, so they are headed to the classic lunch after church, and where else?
Where else could it possibly take place?
Valters. So if you Oh my gosh. If you are listening to this and you're just watching now this season 6, or you're just listening to us because you love us and you're a very close personal friend or family member, I would recommend go back to season 1, baby.
Come on.
Start right there. Because
it's so good.
Season 1, Mary hosts a luncheon at Vultures. And it was madness. And so we are back, baby. She has the red carpet out again. You have a man literally escorting you into the restaurant.
Into the restaurant, yes.
Because we were having a lot of banter about, when Todd parked so close to another car and Bronwyn couldn't even get out of the car a couple episodes back for their evil ice cream date. And Nina's like, well, my partner opens up the door for me and, and I'm saying, oh, and I get this, Do we get personally escorted?
No.
Into buildings? No. But at Vultures, you do. So bravo to that.
It's such an interesting touch. Like Mary has all these like very interesting touches to her lunches.
Yes. Yeah. Well, when we get in, we notice the beta fish are back because this is not the first time she's had live beta fish.
Oh my gosh.
In like
a little casing in a crazy casing, by the way. It's like
not a fishbowl.
No.
It's like a rectangular clear box, but that's where the beta fish is. That is exactly how she set it up last time too.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, she set it up that way too. And I just am like imagining Mary like going into a fish shop and her being like, how many beta fish do you have? More. I need more.
I wonder if Mary is one of those, like, do you think she just thought up that idea of a beta fish as a party favor just like from her magical little head? Or do you think she went to a party once? Like maybe when she was younger, like maybe when she was like a kid or a teenager or something, and they did that and she was like, that is the peak of elegance.
A la française.
A la française. Like, I could kind of see that.
Well, where would you, on the alignment chart, put someone giving a beta fish as a party favor?
Chaotic evil. Absolutely easy.
And tell me more. Tell me why.
Tell me more. What is there to tell? It's exactly what Bronwyn said, that usually when you get a party favor, it should be something like, it should be a gift. It should be like, I don't know, some like fun extra thing that you would never think to maybe like get for yourself, or maybe you would think like, oh, I would never. But if beta fish is work, you're essentially giving somebody work. You're giving someone a job by giving them a beta fish that they have to like now take care of. And this is now like a new being that I have to like now think of.
Well,
and as a very selfish person, I refuse.
Yeah, we watched Real Housewives like pretty much all of us as a group a couple days ago. Yeah. And I went around and asked someone, what would you do if someone gifted you a beta fish at a party?
And I fully said I wouldn't even leave the party with the fish. I wouldn't.
And you would tell them you're not leaving.
Yes, I would just immediately. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I can't take that. I would first be very vague about it. I think I'd be like, oh man, I would love to, but I can't.
Oh, I have this little bird. I walked
so
here.
Sorry. Exactly.
And try to find a way out of it. My response is I would do something like I would take the fish and I'd be like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, Mary, for this beta fish. I've already named it. I already have a spot for it in my home. I've already put it in my calendar, like when I need to take care of this fish, and I'm going to look up how to take care of the fish. I'm going to do it all, and I'm so excited. I leave the party. And then I want to do the thing where you like, I'm imagining like people who like literally like abandon their children and they like take
outside of like a fire station or
something.
They
like the ball pit in McDonald's, or like in front of a fire station, or like in a Walmart, something like that. So the thinking is like, okay, I'm abandoning this child, but like I know they're gonna be like found immediately by someone.
And where are you dropping that fish
off?
I'm
gonna drop that fish off probably at some kind of kid establishment.
Oh my gosh.
I was actually, I don't know, not McDonald's, probably like a Chuck
E. Cheese.
Like a Chuck E. I'm trying to think like a place where there's children's birthday parties at. So almost like the child is like navigating this birthday party, and they think they've received the beta fish as like a prize at Chuck E. Cheese, or it's like they're like going away gift. Oh, a trampoline park.
Interesting.
a
A
ceramic
beta fish
studio.
at a trampoline park.
Yes. Because I am going to wait for a kid to discover the beta fish, and then it's the
Wow.
parents' problem to deal with whatever's
Wow,
next. But I
gotcha.
want like a childlike wonder,
Gotcha.
a childlike
To keep
delight.
to keep the beta fish going.
Yeah, I feel like
Got
that's
it.
its best bet. So that was my plan. So anyway, so we get to lunch, and everyone's arriving, and of course, also Mary has the 2003 DP Dom Perignon.
Yes, of
which
course.
was also a flashback from season 1.
Yes.
Where like over 5,000 people died that year because of droughts.
Yeah, because of a drought. Yeah.
But it made the grapes like extremely good.
Yeah, which
And
I'm
now
also.
I really want to try it.
I mean, I'm intrigued as well. I mean, I guess I've got to.
I've never had Dom
We've got to get
Perignon.
exactly. We've got to get to the echelon where we've tried Dom Perignon from different years, so then we can like really say if it is better, if the 2003 is the best. You know. Yeah, I'm intrigued by that. See, and that's another thing. I'm like, okay, who gave Mary her first 2003 Dom
Ooh.
Perignon? You know. Like I don't know. I'm just
I
very.
hope a very special person in her life did.
Yeah. So
God
I'm
himself.
intrigued. Yeah, God. Okay, yeah, you're probably right. It probably was Jesus himself.
Yeah, he gifted. He was like, Mary, it was your one
This
of
is
your
her church and this
one
is her
of your
champagne.
many tasks in this world is to preach the name of 2003 Dom Perignon.
He really is.
So everyone's arriving and they sit down. And when I say everyone, I mean everyone but Britani. So Lisa, Meredith, Whitney, Heather, Angie, everybody. They sit down, awkward silence.
Yeah.
And then Mary opens up the convo and saying, I did not invite Brittany. And I didn't invite Brittany because you guys know why. And then we have that flashback
Yes.
to
the
a phone
boat.
call.
Oh wait. Oh.
Well, she's like, well, it is a flashback to the boat, but
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
a flashback to her on the phone explaining to Brittany.
Why she's not invited.
Yeah.
To this lunch, which is that Brittany called her the most un-Christ-like person that she's ever met. And so Mary says that. It's like, well, you called me that, so I'm sorry. I don't feel like we're in the right place for me to like invite you to this lunch.
And Brittany takes it well. Yeah. She apologizes, so she understands. She says, you're being mean, and I feel like it's un-Christ-like to be mean, so that's why I said that, but I do understand like where I was wrong. I will say overall this episode, it's showing that as a housewife, if you have to like apologize or like ask an apology or apologize to, if you have to make nice with someone, Brittany's going to be the best person to do it with.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm like imagining all the times her and Jared have broken up, gotten back together. You know that she's like forgiven his ass.
Yeah.
100 times.
And in a sense, if that is the case, then maybe Britani is maybe the most Christ-like person in the group in that sense, where exactly people can just be like so terrible to her and she will forgive them.
And she'll be like, and you know what? And maybe I did something wrong too.
Yeah.
And
I apologize.
I totally understand why you're doing this to me. And I'm sorry I did that to you. And it's okay.
And it's all good.
So
that seems like something Jesus would do. I'm just
what
saying.
would Britani do? WWBD. So Mary says she's shocked. About hit the floor when she received this decent, apology because all these other bitches are so bad at apologizing. And she looks down at her pup, Donatello.
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 Oh my God, where am I? Yeah, her what would you say? English bulldog.
Yeah, so cute.
So cute.
I feel like
chunky.
I was robbed.
I feel like we've never seen him before, right? Is this our first?
This is our first reveal, I believe, of Mr. Donatello. Donatello, because I feel like I was robbed of an incredible opportunity in my personal life and on this podcast because I give dogs. If you have a dog name, I'm going to give it an Italian name.
Yes.
I have a Tedicchio, Pepperoni, and Coopercino. Teddy, Pepper, Cooper. no.
The list goes on and on. It
The
truly
list
is
goes
every
on and
friend.
on.
Yeah.
I don't even have time this evening to go through every pet name and the Italian name equivalent. But I saw that dog and I was like, oh my God, yes, on the pod, I will be able. No, his name is already Italian.
Donatello. His
It's
name is
already Italian. So Donatello is Donatello. And
Donnie.
she looks at Donatello and she's like, okay, if you give me your paw, I will invite Britani to lunch. No paw given.
No paw was found. No, from Donatello. And
so yeah, so
Donatello makes the rules.
Britani's not at lunch.
No.
But she segues this to say, okay, if Britani can apologize, if Britani can apologize, ... we need to do some apologizing here. And this is when Heather cuts in.
Oof, yes.
She cuts in because Heather's like, yeah, I'm really upset with how things are going. I feel offended. And Mary's like, is this a fight?
Is this a fight? Wait, is this? Oh, because
What are you heard about?
Well, because Heather, I mean, is quite
Heather's
snarky.
Heather's inserting herself. Yeah.
Heather's inserting herself, and she's like, "Wow, that's amazing, Mary. Lisa, did you hear that?" Which also, I think it's so interesting that Heather is fully like just so angry at Lisa more than Meredith, even though Meredith is fully the one that like abused Britani on this plane, as far as we know, allegedly. But that's what Heather says. She's like, "Oh, apologizing. Do you hear that, Lisa? Doesn't that sound great? Like maybe you should like listen to that." Oh yeah. And then that's when Mary's like, "Is this a fight? Are y'all fighting right now?
Like what are you heard about?
Why
Like
are
Heather,
y'all
this
fighting?
has
Why are y'all
nothing
fighting
to do
right
with you."
Yeah.
So this is when Meredith launches into her. It was venting to a friend, and it was the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah.
And Lisa's going like, "Oh, she only said it to me.
She only said
it to me. She didn't say it. She didn't say it to Britani. She didn't say it to Britani." But
and everyone keeps saying it's like, no, like it was loud. We all heard it. That's how loud it was. Like you're right. We were on the other side of the plane.
Headphones or not,
it.
we all heard it.
That's what we're saying. That our headphones were on and we could hear it. Like
Whitney
that's how bad it is.
says
Yes.
in her talking head that Meredith was in the "you are disgusting and vile" range for 2 hours.
2 hours. Which and they bring this up and Meredith every single time says, "I was just venting for a friend for maybe 30 minutes. I watched 2 movies and I slept. So it can't have been more than that. It could have been more than that because I saw 2 movies and I slept."
Yeah, and we'll get into those 2 movies in a second.
Yes.
But I've been like really like thinking and sitting with the fact that I'm like, oh God, like Lisa had to like be had to like share space and share energy and like pretty much babysit Meredith's fucking like
Menty B. That she was having,
breakdown
yeah.
or whatever the hell it was. We will get into that. And I'm just like,
And by
how
Menty
could
B, I mean
Lisa-
Menty Blackout.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
That's what I
the B for blackout.
Yeah.
But I'm just, yeah. I am almost surprised that Lisa is still standing up for Meredith so much because if I was on that flight, if Nina, you were like literally spiraling like that and I had to like deal with you next to you on a plane for hours and I could not get you to calm down, we would have problems.
We would, yeah. Girls, so confusing. It would be tough.
Yeah.
There would be a convos.
Actually, the biggest apology would be to me.
Yeah.
And then to Britani.
Yeah.
And then to everyone else. But it'd be like number 1 to me because I dealt with your ass.
For all those hours.
Like shaking the wine around.
Yeah.
You know most of the wine probably got on Lisa.
Yes.
Like a little bit of it got on Britani. But it's like,
yeah.
But you were saying that you felt like Lisa loves this.
Yeah. So that's kind of like my take on this is that because exactly that you're like what we keep coming back to is like if this was so bad, if Meredith was acting so crazy and Lisa exactly was just like right there trying to rein her in or it's just like around it, exactly was just taking this energy for 5 hours. Like why would she do that? Like
Yeah.
what are the like it right? I think people will be keep coming back to this idea of like, wow, they must really have some shit on each other, that's why they're defending each other. And maybe that's a part of it, but I personally think that Lisa likes having people around and likes taking care of people that go through these mentee bees, because at the end of the day, I think that makes her feel better about herself. I really do. I think she sees it as like, in a weird way, I think she sees it as like, oh, I'm taking care of somebody. I'm good. Like, I'm a good person. I'm taking care of somebody. Oh my God, they're losing it. I'm not losing it. God, I'm so composed. Gosh, I have it so together. 3, I think she likes, it's almost like, I think she's getting this energy, but in a weird sense, I think she's getting her craziness out like through this other person. They're working as a tether.
Yeah.
I think they're maybe each other's tethers, and it's almost like Lisa wants to go this crazy like for people, right? As we've seen, and like when she had her hot mic moment, like she can lose, she can really
she can
lose
go buck
it,
fucking wild,
and she can go wild. So I think like seeing someone else go buck wild, like it's almost like it's going through her and like out through them.
Yeah, because Heather was describing it as Lisa was egging her on.
Yeah.
Which I'm just like,
yes, but that's the thing.
it's just completely shocking to me, because that is just behavior I could not
We're
egg
different
on.
people. Like
we
don't
are
get
we truly
exactly
are.
like bad energy like that. I think both of us, and why we're good friends, and why I think we can travel with each other and can like be there for each other, which is that exactly like that sort of energy exactly like drains us. Like we see that, if anything, I feel like I see someone that's like exactly, I'm like, oh, I gotta like, I'm being so far away from that person, or I'm getting so far away from that situation.
Yeah.
Like the drama, the this, that. I'm like, no, thank you so much. I'm good. I'm actually good. I'm gonna be actually over here with my good energy people. And Allison, there are people out there that like are attracted to that. They see the bad energy. They see the drama, the whatever I think that people call it like, oh, I love the drama. Like that's their wording for it. But it's like, no, exactly. It's like
you
some sort of like
darkness.
You like this dark energy. You like being around it for whatever reason. Like you get something out of it. And then like something
and if your
from
hands
you
are
goes
clean at
through
the
it.
end,
Exactly.
what a treat.
Exactly. Which is what she's sticking to. She's fully like, well, why are people mad at me? Like people can't be mad at me. I wasn't the one being wild and angry. Meredith was. You know, even though she's sticking up for her, like she was just venting, she was just to me. But as people like keep coming back to her, she also keeps spinning it to like, well, it was Meredith. Like, why are you mad at me? It was Meredith. So that's my take.
Okay, so now we can get to the movies.
Oh my gosh, yes, because this is again what Meredith keeps going back to is like, this couldn't have been as bad as y'all keep saying, as all of these people keep saying how bad it is. That's impossible because I watched 2 movies and I slept.
What 2 movies?
Well,
what 2 movies, Meredith?
Exactly. Heather becomes exactly Sherlock Holmes. Like, okay, exactly. What 2 movies? What 2 movies? And she says the perfect airplane movie that we all know, Crazy Rich Asians. Of course, the best by far. Best airplane movie. I love that. I love that movie so much, period. But yeah, something about like being such a high altitude, that movie just like hits like a peak. It's so good. And then
she doesn't remember.
She doesn't remember the second movie. Doesn't remember it.
And they're like, okay, well, tell us the plot. Tell us the ending.
Tell us the ending of the if you watch the whole movie.
I don't remember the ending.
Yeah, I don't.
And Lisa's like,
why would I remember it?
I could narrate it. I know the ending. And
exactly.
then, actually, we have a friend on our trip right now that
she's literally reading the book Crazy Rich Asians.
she's reading the book Crazy Rich Asians. So we were like, leave the room.
Spoilers.
We were so thankful that the producers added a 3, 2, 1 spoiler countdown, because it gave our friend enough time to like cover her ears.
Yeah.
So that she doesn't know the very fun ending to a great movie and a great book. I've read the book too. Nice. And so Lisa does a fairly good job of narrating the Crazy Rich Asians. So anyway, shout out across the world for the movie now. I love this.
If you haven't seen it, go see it. Or if you've got a flight coming up, watch that movie on your flight.
So it's just everything's mounting. It's so clear now that Meredith, well, this is a thing. It's being mounted that Meredith is lying, because she's saying, nope, I know exactly what I did. I know exactly what happened. I know exactly what I said. And that's not true. And that's not true. And that's not true. And then things turn. Things turn.
Y'all, this is when I think this is the point where we're watching this with our friends, and we are like we're thinking like, oh, this is another like dramatic lunch, like our girls like yelling at each other, and isn't this such fun TV, like these gals acting crazy, yada. And this is exactly when the lunch turns into like maybe something darker.
Yeah, because
we're like, oh, we're not watching a lunch anymore.
The thing is that they start to pick up on, no, maybe Meredith isn't lying. Mm-hmm. She's not
remembering.
She's not remembering.
She actually just doesn't remember it.
Yeah, we think it was a blackout. And I think also I was thinking about this because Meredith is like, well, I don't even like Britani. And she provoked me, and all it was a reaction, and da-da-da, so why should I apologize? And I'm like, honestly, if you don't like somebody, and you said mean things around them, and you don't give a fuck about them, then yeah, like, literally,
fine. Yeah, exactly. It's like,
why
okay,
apologize?
Fine.
Because obviously you do not feel sorry. So it's like, why are they hammering about an apology to Britani so hard? Because obviously, like, there is no apology. Like, Meredith, like, literally does not give a fuck about what she said or what she did about Britani. Like, no, actually, all of these women want an apology for Meredith's behavior.
Exactly.
And the way she conducted herself as like an adult woman on an airplane, which conducting yourself correctly on an airplane is very important to do. It's like the one time.
Please, we beg you, as frequent flyers, I guess, for like the last couple of weeks, pretty please, it's like the most important thing.
Oh my God, that made me think. Okay, so this is sidebar.
Okay.
But a friend of ours that we're traveling with, she's like on her phone scrolling. So a friend texted her that her friend was on a flight.
Yes. Tell the story. Oh, I was wondering where you were going to go. Yes. Okay. Yes.
Her friend was on a flight of someone who does not know how to conduct themselves on a plane.
Oh my gosh.
It was
the complete opposite.
The complete opposite. I think the plane was landing or it was taxiing.
No. I think it was like gonna go. It was a flight out of.
Okay. It was like on the runway.
It was on the runway.
Okay.
It was on the.
It's literally giving me chills.
And it was gonna be a long flight. So just like, right, everybody on that flight is like, wow, we're really hunkering down. It's going to be a long flight. It was from like the U.S., we're the U.S. to the Europe.
So the train is on the runway. It's taxiing for takeoff. Mm-hmm. And a passenger believes that another passenger has a weapon on them. And he opens the exit door.
The emergency door.
The emergency exit door while the plane is moving and going to take off. Okay, because I did not realize that anybody at any time could open the exit door on a moving plane.
Oh yeah.
And then I was like, I kind of know, but I don't want to know. I was like, what would happen if the plane is like, all the way up in the air and some
lunatic.
Crazy person. I'm sorry, I have to say crazy person. You're not supposed to say crazy person, but this person was suffering from a severe mental situation.
Something, yes.
Also, like the moment you are touching shit on a plane, you shouldn't be like, I'm against whatever. It's me versus you,
yes.
And no,
because that's what it is, and that's what we told Allison. Like, it's literally life or death. Like, if the plane is going and the door is opened, like
all of the oxygen
just gets taken out. Yes, you just get sucked out. Like all of this air, all this pressure, it just starts going out of that door. So you better if your seatbelt isn't on, like if you're just wrong place, wrong time, like you're gonna get sucked
out of the plane.
And
I'm just like
into the ether.
So I'm like, okay, great. Someone like Meredith, because essentially what they're insinuating, and not insinuating anymore, they're saying point blank, we think you mixed alcohol in some kind of pill, and you blacked out on this plane, and you do not remember what you did and what you put all of us through, not just Britani. All of us through. Yeah. Because when you're traveling with a group, you're like kind of all accountable for each other to a degree.
Yes.
And who knows what they even put producers and crew people through too, once they landed and all that shit.
Oh my God, I'm so intrigued. so badly want to hear like the cruise side of that flight.
Because I bet they're not even. I mean, I bet the crew isn't in the first class seats, but
No,
I don't know. They must have some kind of handler with them.
I was gonna say there must be a handler. There must be there's got to be a producer nearby.
Exactly.
No, there has to be because of stuff like this.
Just like, oh my god. So like, there can just be like some woman having like any woman, any man, anyone can choose to just mix, drugs and alcohol in a dangerous way and then get on a flight and they don't even know what the hell they're doing. And I'm like, nope, I am so not okay with that.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's also part of like, I wonder if you've seen this because I feel like the last time or any time that I've gotten like a seat in like an emergency row or like right in a row with like the
well, you have the
doors.
extra leg room, but then you are like tasked with this. But I remember
like when you buy that ticket, there is a section that they have you sign like that you have to write. It's like, oh, you're taking responsibility for if there is an issue, like if there is an emergency, to like that you are able like physically and mentally able to like open up that door and you sign it you're like signing like I don't know, a contract or waiver, I have no idea, but like that is part of it, like that you are technically signing something that says like, oh yeah, I'm good for like.
So I will say this exit door like terror. Everyone was okay on the flight, but like the flight got canceled and like all these things happened and the person is now like arrested and like and like
which is unfortunate, but yes, but it's. Yeah.
I'm just so glad that it did.
Everyone's okay.
Everyone is okay. This is essentially when like Meredith just keeps saying, I don't remember. And Mary's like, that's concerning that you don't remember. And Bronwyn shares that based on how Whitney described the flight and the answers that Whitney had around Meredith's drinking is that it sounded like it was a blackout. And Whitney at the table says it was either three things. 1, hatred. 2, an anger problem. Or 3, mixing substances.
Yeah. And this is if you haven't realized it already, this is when the lunch takes a turn and we realize that these women are having an intervention for Meredith.
Yeah. And we do not see any footage of Meredith receiving this in any kind of way. She's like, that's a lie. That's not what happened. And she takes zero accountability for this whole lunch. But the fact that this is now out in the open, because it's kind of been alluded to before this. And it's something that I didn't even like commenting on this show as a podcaster. I didn't want to allude to either because I don't like making assumptions of people's maybe habit forming habits or substances. It's like I don't actually know this person,
and especially the way that it's like like things get edited on a TV show. Exactly, like we don't know these women. I haven't experienced them in person. I'm just like taking in what I see on TV. So like in other seasons, has Meredith acted kind of strange and the things she's sure, but like again, all these women are so strange that I mean in the barometer of like weird or kooky or just like odd behavior. For me, Meredith, I was just like, I'm not really focused on that.
It could be that. Also, it could not. And I don't want to be that person saying, oh, I know what this is. Because it's like we really, you don't know. We
really don't know these people.
But now it's out in the open, and that's part of the conversation. And I'm curious to see how this kind of like mini intervention soft goes.
Intervention light.
Some scenes of Angie and Mary working out.
Oh my gosh, yeah. This feels like it's the show trying to like bring us back to like, remember, we're watching a fun show. So we're seeing all these little like vignettes.
Yeah. Bronwyn is baking with Muzzy. And she shares with us that she actually is not a U.S. citizen.
Yeah.
She was born in Brazil.
Yeah, she was born in Brazil, and her parents are from the UK.
And I'm like, Muzzy, okay. You had a good point that Muzzy is very much like a English...
like a nickname. Nickname. It feels very...
but Muzzy doesn't have a British accent.
No.
Interesting. Yeah, so she did like the opposite of the Madonna. Like she lived in the US.
And she just...
And a lot lost it, whereas like Madonna moved to the UK. And it's like, I'm British now. So what I did clock is that So Bronwyn, her siblings, so she was born in Brazil, but the rest of her siblings were born in the U.S.
Okay.
And so they all are like natural born U.S. citizens. And she's like, yeah, thanks, Mom. And her mom goes, well, whoops. As in like it was a not planned pregnancy. And I'm like, wow, very rich. Coming from
you,
a woman
Muzzy.
who has shamed her daughter for also having an unplanned pregnancy for over 20 years.
Yeah,
And the only difference is that it sounds like Muzzy was very likely in a married type relationship.
Yeah, exactly. That makes all the difference,
And I'm like,
Allison.
that
in
is
the eyes of the Lord. In the eyes of the Lord, that makes all the difference, apparently.
And I'm like, yeah, when like birth control can be very hard to navigate, and when you're a young woman and you're like in your most like literally your most fertile years and you have an unplanned pregnancy, like that is life, Muzzy, and you've literally lived it through this very daughter of yours. Like, wow. Anyway.
Oh, just anytime I see Muzzy on screen, I'm just like, and then we see Heather with her daughters.
Yeah, she's with her daughters in her office that she's redesigned. Oh my god, and her daughters are like, where did you get all this stuff? Well, I got it from Wayfair. So we have a little
Wayfair.com.
We have a little Wayfair ad of her large office. She's bird watching with bird glasses, and then her daughter's like, oh wait, no, I mean binoculars, or are they bird glasses?
Bird glasses.
What is it?
And she's like, yeah, they're fun to watch birds with, but I have more fun watching the pool boys.
Yeah, and because Heather is getting a very large pool installed.
Yes.
And she's pretty much like, yeah, I used to live in this really small house. It's not a small house, everybody. She lived in a very normal house, a very larger house than I live in.
Comfortable house. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, the little pequeño casita that they were in before. She's like, yeah, and I raised my daughters, but now I have a huge house that's just going to be me, and all my daughters are moving out. I am so happy, and I am so fulfilled. So, yeah, we're very happy for Heather. And so then we get to the nail salon.
Yes, Meredith and Lisa are getting their nails done.
And Meredith says she was the most surprised by Heather. But her biggest problem now, her biggest issue is with Whitney.
I wonder why.
And this is where they do a little throw under the bus, the Whitney bus.
Yeah.
They attack her hill and journey.
Yeah, because they're like, wow, out of all the people, the one who's like gone through like, I don't know, does she say something like, oh, the one who's
does she have a psych degree?
Oh, you have a psych degree? Can she just decide who has a problem or not? And she's like, of course, the one who's like gone through like the most ups and downs, who's like had the most like drama in her life, the most like she's done so many mistakes in her life. Of course, she's the one like saying that I'm the one with the problem.
She also has a father with the, like who struggled, who's an addict and has lived that life for several years. So yeah, maybe Whitney can pick up on that.
Can spot the
and it was a father
signals,
dealing with an addiction specifically to pills too. So
exactly.
She's literally has some experience in this area.
Yeah.
And so they are trying to exaggerate the situation with Britani, and then we have this flashback to Lisa and Britani getting a beer.
Yeah, I got a beer meeting up, and it's just hard to watch because it's part of me is like, what is this meeting for? Because it sure as heck is not Lisa apologizing.
No.
Even
Lisa's
though she
like,
insists.
oh my gosh, why are you? Why are like? Well,
in that meeting, Lisa insists to Brittany's like, why? It's like, I don't know why you're mad at me. I've already apologized. She has never apologized. She's like,
No.
Why are you even mad at me? I've apologized. And Brittany is fully like.
Britani describes it as the sixth worst thing that has happened to her in her life.
Yeah.
I hope Olivia and what she did to Olivia is a 1, 2, 3.
I wonder if she caught that because I remember like last episode I mentioned this, or maybe this was the episode we lost. But that when her and Jared are fighting, and she's like, "Oh my god, this is like the worst, like
That was that
worst thing I've ever." Yeah, like this is the worst thing I've ever. I think at that episode she says like, "This is the worst thing I've ever been through." I wonder if she then caught herself.
Yeah.
And it's like, right, I've abandoned my children. Right, that's worse. That's worse. So let me,
yes,
like this is 6, and then she's like, maybe she's counting her kids. I don't know. Maybe she's like, 6. Just to be safe, this is the 6th worst thing that's ever happened to her.
Or maybe Jared takes.
Oh my, it takes like
every time Jared has broken up with her.
Wow.
And then
so the 6,
yeah, something like that. And so Lisa delivers an incredible apology that I have taken note of.
Oh my gosh.
Because I'm like, wow, could I ever use that in my life? It's perfect. She says, I feel bad that you feel like I wasn't supporting you when I was.
When I actually was.
I feel bad
I don't,
for you.
yeah, I don't, whether you know it or not, I was supportive of you.
And you just didn't see it, and I'm so sorry.
And I'm sorry about that.
And I'm really sorry that you didn't see me supporting you. It's okay. It's okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. No, you don't have to apologize to me. I'm just saying you didn't see the support. But it's okay.
You didn't see the support.
It's okay.
And also, your recollection is wrong. Lisa also repeatedly, like, Brittany is talking about the incident, and Lisa is also repeatedly saying, like, well, I guess you're just not remembering it correctly. So we get back
to
we get back to the
nail salon.
Yeah.
And Meredith is like, I don't feel sorry for what I did. I feel sorry for her.
For her. I just feel sorry.
I feel sorry for her. She's a sad specimen. Mm-hmm. Can't hold a relationship. Struggles professionally. I feel sorry for her.
I feel sorry for her.
What a bitch.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean,
I'm not sorry for saying that. I don't usually call women bitches, but I'm like, that's a very, very bitchy thing to say.
It is. Of course. Yeah, of course it is. It's horrible. It's to say it on TV. It's just like, okay. And then the gall for Meredith to then say, like, I'm going to be the bigger person. Like, anything she's done in any part of this situation is her being a bigger person, is her taking a high road. I would love to know where this high road is. Because it sounds like it's in the gutter.
Well, speaking of the road, Whitney.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
is driving a moving truck.
Mm-hmm.
And
she's bringing a big old U-Haul over to Heather's, because apparently that's how you get rid of a mattress. You have to get a U-Haul. Okay, to put a mattress in and to then get rid of.
I hope so. She's going over to Heather's house to, I guess, pick up the marital bed
that Heather's
had for a long time. And I hope this is the death of this timeline. Of this plot.
Oh my gosh, yes. I hope we never hear about that ex-husband ever again.
No, like
and
he's,
her being a wife
so
and her trying to
like
be a
in the
good
dust
Mormon.
and gone, because the first season of Heather was all about like, oh my gosh, I got divorced and this is now, how can this happen to me, and and just kept being like, well, in the Mormon faith.
Well,
now in this culture, when you get divorced, it's like, girl, we get it. So now we're even getting the mattress out. It's like, okay, like just get it all the hell out. So so Whitney arrives. And
she arrives in a U-Haul, which as we're watching it, I'm like, wow, this is the second gayest thing Whitney has done all season.
What's the first gayest thing that Whitney has done?
I think we know. I think it is Whitney and Bronwyn staring into each other's eyes as they talk about their maybe wanting open relationships.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe kissing other people from outside of their husbands.
So, Whitney is, okay, so we've got two strikes on the Whitney might be a little gay.
On the gaydar spectrum.
Okay, yeah.
We got a list
notches.
Going. So we got a little 2 notches there. Yeah. On the Kinsey scale.
Yeah. So, they pick up this, like, stained mattress that she's had for, like, 20 years. Jesus Christ.
And meanwhile, Heather is wearing the wildest outfit. She is wearing, like, skin-tight
Chanel
black lace, kind of see-through.
It looks like something from the American Horror Story.
100%. Yeah, from, like, the opening credits. Like, she looked like she was in the opening credits of that show. And she's wearing these, like, really wild, like, cat eye, blackout, like, sunglasses and, like, black latex gloves, like up to like her elbows, and the pointiest, highest, spikiest heels ever. to move a mattress, to get rid of a mattress. And there's a point where, yeah, they're standing up, like her and Whitney. And also Whitney's also wearing like a wild outfit, let me just say. But just like Heather's just like really takes the cake. And there's even a part where, yeah, they're moving. These are the outfits they're moving a dirty old mattress in. And there's a part where Heather is standing on the bed frame with these heels on, and she's fully like stabbing her bed frame. Anyway, it's just like, I'm like, Heather, I get it. Main character energy. You like want to have a moment, right? This is the death. You're having a funeral for this bed. Girl, come on.
So they get it loaded into the truck, and then they're having a convo in the U-Haul on the way to the mattress donation. Yes. And Heather's just describing that she feels lost about her friendship with Meredith, and that she feels like it's been a solid relationship before now, but now it's like, what the hell is going on? And Whitney says she feels like a scapegoat, and she's like, yeah, this reminds me of my dad.
Exactly.
And he didn't have a problem. Yeah. For years.
Yeah. But that's what he kept saying. Yeah.
But the unstable behavior and the unhealthy, toxic, unstable behavior happened for years before it was even like really like talked about in the open.
Or mentioned let alone like worked on.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let
alone like anything like done towards it. Yeah. And also during this conversation, Whit brings up like how mad she is at Bronwyn for being a sneak and going behind her back and telling Meredith essentially like, I guess like her real thoughts on it. So I mean, we'll see how that goes, because it sounds like it sounds like Bronwyn's is on everybody else's side. You know what I mean? Like it does sound like Bronwyn. I mean, did she maybe bring it up to like throw Whitney under the bus? Sure. But it also, at that lunch, I mean, Bronwyn also looked like, I mean, she's listening to Meredith and the rest of the women, and she looks very concerned.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't look, it didn't sound like she was like, hee hee ha ha.
And this is how it sounds.
Exactly. It didn't come out, she like, hee hee ha ha, Whitney told me this. Like, ooh, let me tell you, like she did like however many episodes ago with like Britani, like talking crap about Meredith, like, the way Bronwyn, I personally felt like the way Bronwyn brought it up, I'm like, oh, got it. She's like putting the puzzle pieces together here. Like, okay. And she's scared. All right. So next scene, it's with Britani, and who else but our queen, Olivia.
Our angel, our princess.
Which, you know what? It was one of those things where like, I'm so excited to see her on screen. I just think she's so wonderful. It's actually princess or angel or star. But another part of me is like scared to see her on screen, because I'm like, oh no, what more trauma are we just gonna like dredge up from this like poor girl? So I'm not gonna lie, part of me is like, okay, I understand exactly. That's exactly it. I'm just like, oh my god, I love seeing her. I'm like, I want to see her, make sure she's good. It's good to see her, but it is a bit like, okay, what's gonna come up?
So they both arrive at, we don't even know where, like this building. Yeah. And then they walk in and they sit down like kind of in a reception. We're like, what are they doing?
What's happening? What's going on here?
And Britani says that what happened on the plane has given her clarity on what she should focus on. Mm-hmm. And it's therapy. Yes. They're going to have a therapy session together.
They are. They're having therapy together. Bless them.
And I will say, for as far as we've seen some pretty awful Bravo therapy sessions across franchises. Usually it's like, is this person a therapist? Are they just hitting on this person? Are they just making it worse? Like, is this real? Like, is this actually just doing way more harm than good? This one actually seemed like a real therapist, and I think the therapist did a pretty good job.
I think so too. Though I will, again, because Olivia is my queen, I wish, and maybe there was more to it. And again, the way the show's edited, I don't know these people, but I almost wish she focused more on Olivia. I feel there was definitely a lot of focus on Britani, and maybe maybe that's the editing, maybe that's just like, maybe they were actually there for like an hour, 2 hours, who knows, and they obviously have to condense it. It's like 3 minutes or like 5 minutes. But I will say
But
that.
I will say,
did
but
kinda
I
wish,
also
but
think
it was
like
also good, yeah.
Britani is kind of the star of this therapy session too, because
That
it's
is
like
true.
Olivia's
the
already done
traumas.
Olivia's already done a lot of work on this,
Yeah, it's true.
and has
And on
already done
herself.
and on
Yeah.
herself.
That is true. That is true.
And it's like the person who like is still lost and is still
Mm-hmm.
confused about how did this even happen? How, I don't even know like what I could do to make it better. Like she doesn't know how it happened really, and doesn't know how to
Yeah.
make it right, and doesn't know how to make it better. And so
Yeah.
like I feel like almost
You're right.
even
You're
though
right.
Olivia is the biggest victim here, and we all know that, and we
It's
want to like
like-
hear her voice, her side of the story. It's like it's actually like
We gotta
Brittany
get
needs
really
the
get in
fixin'.
there. Yeah, with Britani. Yes.
So, Olivia describes, what really happened that prompted this abandonment that Olivia and her sister experienced. And it was when her mom got divorced from their father. She quickly got into a second marriage. And in the second marriage, she had her first priority, her husband, and her second priority, her husband's kids.
Her stepkids, yeah.
And that actually took up her whole life, her whole focus and attention.
Yeah.
And Olivia and her sister felt like they were left behind,
Yeah.
which is just really sad to hear.
And so sad, yeah. She had so many feelings and felt like she wasn't like lovable. Right? For right, like when your own like parent isn't focused on you, like, okay, then who else should be focused on me?
She felt like her mom wasn't celebrating the wins of Olivia and her sibling or of her sister. It was
Always the
all the
other.
focus of these other kids. And I bet that's like the case of so many blended families, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I can't speak to that personally, but I just it's like
It's-
there's like broken love in this divorce. There's broken commitments, and then there's new love, new commitments, new like your first children should still be your priority, but there you do have to give some
Yes.
priority to
Oh,
a
yes.
relationship, and you have to give some priority to these other kids because they're also
Yeah.
other kids. It's like how can someone be so perfect that they perfectly balance all these priorities
Well,
perfectly?
I know that's it, but I don't.
It's challenging, I'm sure. But
It's challenging, but I think also a big part of it is like exactly the people that like get into those like blended family relationships. Like, yes, it's going to be hard work, and there's something to that, but also it's like exactly you just have to be so like
steadfast.
yes.
You have to have so much fucking clarity.
You do. You do. And clarity with
I-
yourself, with your partner, like your communication has to be like at a higher level than maybe like non-blended families. I mean, everyone should be all this, but yes, but exactly. You have to be like so like exactly steadfast on your like yourself, like with your partner, with your kids, like have good relationships with all these people. And obviously are things going to have ups and downs, of course there's going to be conflict. Like people are growing up, you're dealing with kids, you're dealing with different people, and especially with bigger families, but exactly, like you yourself like have to be good. Like you have to like know what you stand for, what your values are, and know
you have to name the top, and then and
Yeah.
the top are your children.
yeah. You have to be able to do that. And with
Brittany
people, like,
really struggled in that
really
department.
struggled with that,
and
yeah.
so Olivia and her sister ended up moving, stopped living with Britani, and they moved in with their dad, and that led to 7 years of neglect.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Oof.
this did not happen. 6 months a year. No, 7 years.
7 years of this, yeah.
This lasted, and the therapist says like this is trauma that you're describing, and the therapist also asks, "What is your number one goal of engaging in this therapy
And Olivia
and trying
says-
to do it?" And Brittany says, "I don't have a goal. Whatever Olivia wants."
Yeah.
Which the therapist is like, that actually does not cut it.
Exactly. I was going to say that too. I'm just like, that's actually really not helpful for yourself, Britani. Like for yourself, like it's not helpful to just be like,
also not helpful
oh,
to
I'm
Olivia
happy to do whatever.
sit
Yes.
on, like to be sitting through something very vulnerable, very scary, let alone that there's freaking cameras there too. And the
I know.
person that you're like doing this with is like, oh, me, I don't have a goal. Whatever she wants.
Yeah.
I'm
just trying to make her
changing
happy.
I'm just changing
Yeah.
the tone there, of course.
Yeah.
But it is like, oh no, I don't have any goals here.
Yeah.
I just whatever she wants. I feel like it's like kind of deflecting.
Oh, it's deflecting. It's also like weirdly almost like martyring yourself in a weird way. Just
exactly.
being like, well, like whatever it takes. And it's like, okay, but what does it take? Like exactly what are you willing to do to have a relationship with your kid? And just to be like, well, whatever it is, I'm willing to do it. Whatever it is. It's like, no, you
really actually have to work on yourself.
You actually have to name it. Like that's what it is. Like therapy helps. Yeah, but the therapist. Trust me, I've tried. Trust me, I go to therapy. Trust me, I've tried to. I'm like therapist. What do I do? Like okay, I want to feel better, or like I have an issue with this. Okay, what do I do? Tell me, what are the steps? That's not the point of therapy. Is actually like just like you talk it out, and you yourself have to figure it out, and you have to name it, and then you got to work on it. Like the therapist is not there to be like, oh, okay, well then you're gonna do this and blah blah blah, and you're gonna work.
But Brittany says she doesn't feel like she does not feel like she's worthy of having a goal in this therapy, because why is she worthy of working on herself, building herself up? When, she feels like she's like, I just belong in the gutter and I want to do whatever can be done to make it right with Olivia. And I just feel completely awful. And Olivia's like, I relate. I feel unlovable as well, because I'm so worried that I'm going to get close to someone again and they're just going to leave me. Yeah. Like you left me.
Yeah. And I think, Olivia's answer to like, to the therapist questions like, well, what do you want to work on? Like, why are you here? Essentially, is that exactly like even after all that pain, Olivia still wants to have a relationship with her mom.
She still has a connection with her, and she's like,
there, and I can't let it go.
I can't. I really hope.
It's heartbreaking,
and it did make like I really was like feeling good about the conversation between them.
Yes, I know. I've had a lot of thoughts, obviously, but yes.
But then I also had a flashback to like what we witnessed as a conversation between her and Jared. So it's like this. Like we've got a ways to go.
Yeah, I really. But I
need
I'm hopeful.
Jared to be ejected into space.
Yes, I'm gonna need someone to open up that emergency door and for Jared to just be
sucked out. Yeah.
Yeah. And then close that door right back up.
And then close it right back
up. And pretend like nothing happened.
Exactly.
Pretend like that person never existed.
So Olivia feels better that at least Britani is making has accountability.
Yes.
And even though like she feels like she's like, honestly, yeah, my mom is saying that she's not worthy of anything, and it's like that actually makes me feel better to hear that. And I'm like, you know what? That's the kind of the complex, like dark, dirty, gritty shit that you have to work through.
Exactly.
So I'm curious to see how it'll go forward.
We're rooting for you, Olivia. As long as you know that.
So now we get another multi-generational mommy-daughters pairing. We're gonna go on a little bonsai outing.
Ooh. Oh yeah. You don't know what a bonsai outing is?
It's obviously where you plant a bonsai tree.
Yeah, and then you like trim it a little bit, maybe put some like little pebbles, one of those like fun little like crystal marbles. What was that game as a kid that you like? It was like that board with like the indentures into it. And
oh my god, I played that all the time.
I keep wanting to say Magala or something. Malaga. What?
No, but I know the one we played it all the time.
Yeah, like summer camp. It feels like a very like summer camp game.
I don't remember the name of it.
Y'all know the people are many wonderful fans are screaming it into their headphones right now.
Yeah,
like it's this. But yeah, and you're just putting that on a little pot and just like decorating it a little bit, and that's your bonsai.
So the people doing the bonsai outing are Bronwyn, Gwen, and Muzzy. And they all have their fuck ass bobs.
Yes, they do. Yeah, Gwen got a haircut and has the matching bob.
I know.
With her mom and grandma.
I also was Gwen is a bit older than when I had a bob, but in high school I was a fuck ass bob girl. So I'm like, I know the life, I know the power. It makes like young men scared of you when you have that kind of haircut, because they're like, who is this girl?
Whoa, who is this girl? Like, she doesn't care about the male gaze.
Yeah. like chic. I can't understand it. I can't approach it. It's literally too much. So that was me. And then I grew out my hair in college because I wanted to be. I just wanted to be, I wanted to be a girl like that.
Just have fun. Just different. Just try
But
something different.
I also love a bob. And so Gwen shares that she wants to breed her chameleon.
Yeah. Well, because it's brought up like, oh, like what, like, okay, one tree for you, and Gwen, how many for you? She's like, well, yeah, one for me, one for my chameleon.
No, she has a little lizard.
She has a little
pet
lizard. And yeah, she wants to breed it. Okay. Because
to make more babies.
I'm just like, is this what like the rich kids are doing? You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, is this like the new thing?
We wouldn't know.
Breeding. I would. It's a different tax bracket. I don't.
Well, we know some people that have a tortoise.
Oh yes,
and they actually are trying to
You're right. I
possibly
forgot
get the
about that.
tortoise pregnant.
Yeah.
And then I want one of the tortoise babies if they do get it pregnant. Although I know that's like, if I get a tortoise baby, that is a multi-generational commitment. And I want to put my future children through that. Yes. And this
Oh my God, talk about leaving a beta fish, giving a beta fish to somebody. You would be leaving a tortoise to somebody.
Oh yeah.
That's horrifying.
I invite y'all over for tea time and it's like everyone gets a baby tortoise.
Everyone gets a baby tortoise. I will say... Oh God, no! I'm like, I don't know. I would need to really think of how I would try to noodle my way out of that situation. I feel like it would be harder.
I personally, Allison gives Nina
a
baby tortoise as a gift.
That would be a tough.
I would
one.
never.
That would be a really
because I
tough
actually
one.
care about tortoise like lives. So I care about a turtle's life, and I would not give it to.
It
Nina.
would not. It would not be happy with me. Not be happy with me. But anyways. Okay, but yeah, okay. So she wants to breed a chameleon.
And Gwen
sure, why
shares
not?
that she wants to move to Portland.
Yeah.
And
just because she thinks it's a cool city. Sounds cool.
She's like, and that's what people do. They like find a place and they go.
Yeah.
And Bronwyn's like, what? And
Portland.
And Muzzy shares that she also needs her own space and she wants to find like her own like spot too.
Yeah.
So Bronwyn feels
which we support.
Like she is scared to be an adult by herself.
Yeah, and to be in that big house all by her lonesome with Todd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she shares, I grew up with my parents and then I went to college and very quickly, got pregnant and then I had Gwen. Yeah. And so it's like she's never just like done life
by herself.
And I feel like even her being married with Todd is probably the equivalent of, for the most part, doing life by herself. So
exactly. And and she says this really sweet thing.
Yeah.
Which, oh my God, it just like tugs at your heartstrings, which is Bronwyn says, like, even though I'm sad, like I'm excited for Gwen, like like she's young and she knows that the best days of her life are ahead of her. And I know the best days of my life were being her mom.
Yeah, it's like the best day.
Does that just? And of course, I'm like also excited for Bronwyn. I'm like, no, you got like. Of course, I want to be like, what? You've got like so much. You're so young. You have so much life ahead of you, Bronwyn. Like you're gonna do amazing stuff too. Like don't fret. But like I'm not a mom, but I can just imagine. I'm like, oh yeah, like that. You're breaking a tether. Like that's your person. You birthed this person and you have been with them. And now they're going to go out into the world and have their own life. Like that. And
everything's
tough,
ahead of them. And it's like,
yes.
It almost feels like your life is for the most part behind you.
Yes.
And it's like the beginning for them. That would be hard to like wrap your head around.
To wrap your head around. Yes.
The other thing that was hard to wrap our heads around is that Bronwyn wants Muzzy to still live with her.
Like Bronwyn is also heartbroken that Muzzy wants to leave.
¿Por qué?
¿Cómo? Huh?
Like, huh?
Word?
Because she says they're now in a better spot.
Yeah. I guess, even though Muzzy is still fully out here joking about like, what? Todd is going to drop you. You should be the one worried. Todd is going to drop you.
And she's like, no, he's going to get rid of you.
He's going to get rid of you.
What does that mean? Yeah, so it's like, no.
It's like,
Bronwyn,
are you in a good place?
Just let Muzzy go. Okay, and you're going to be fine without her. Okay,
exactly.
Okay. And Bronwyn claims that she wants to Tanya Harding them and break their legs.
So they can't go anywhere.
And I'm like, no, the reference is to the movie Misery.
Oh,
with Kathy Bates.
Yes, that's what she wants to
That's
do.
when
She
you
wants
break
to misery
someone's.
them.
She wants to misery them. She
Yeah.
wants to
Break their ankles.
break a leg, break
Yeah.
their ankles, and then make them bedridden and force them to stay with them forever. Like that's literally the plot of the movie. So
Yeah.
anyway,
Spoiler.
it's like you tried with a cool reference, Bronwyn, but there was a better one.
You flubbed. You flubbed your reference. What do you think, a Gilmore Girl? Come on. Well, and now we go from this scene to
Our final scene.
our final scene. Our final big
Meredith is like
scene.
sitting in like some kind of park gazebo pavilion.
Yeah, another scary part. It's just the parks in this show. I'm just like, I'm worried, especially for Utah is so famous for like its beautiful nature, and it's like, where are these people hanging out? Maybe
I wonder. I bet there's some serial killers that were killing.
out in Utah.
Yeah, in the
my
parks
gosh.
of Utah. I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh, probably.
Well, of course, I'm thinking like more of like the Oregon, Portland area. That's where a lot of them were.
Oh God.
That anyway.
wanna
That's another podcast
That
another
is-
time.
that is
true
another
crime.
But that is where your head goes when you think about Meredith in a park with Britani. It's like, it's like, I'm thinking about serial killers.
So Brittany sits down, and Meredith just immediately launches into an apology.
yeah.
And she says, I'm sorry. You heard me talking on the plane. It was the wrong place and the wrong time, and I care about, how I treat others, and I try to treat people with kindness and respect, and I am sorry.
So again, like a non-apology.
It's
like,
a non-apology,
we're
but it's like, how
scratching-
much
we're
better can we
scratching-
go?
Exactly. We're
And
scratching
Brittany
at an
takes
apology.
it.
And she exactly.
She says, thank you.
And our Christ-like figure takes it and
Yes.
forgives.
She forgives.
She forgets. And then Brittany does something exactly that Meredith could never do, which is like exactly she takes accountability for like
She's like, and I understand,
why yeah.
what the catalyst for this was.
exactly.
And it
like,
was me
what
bringing up
brought
that
this on.
TikTok.
Yes.
And I love how Meredith was like, actually, the biggest trigger was that, and it was what Nina clocked, guys. Nina can take
Y'all,
credit.
I'm just like, I'm a
there.
sightseer. I'm a
Is
soothsayer.
that actually what Meredith got so pissed off about is that
Mm-hmm.
Britani was trying to mask this like reveal of like, oh, I'm
of
bringing
concern.
up this
yes.
of this TikTok in like a in a mask of like concern and trying to look out for her, and I'm worried, and this is a safe space,
And
and
we
if
can talk,
you
and you
want
can
to
talk
talk,
about
it's
it.
okay. And
Hey.
oh, are you getting upset? I completely understand how you're getting upset. That is what pissed off Meredith. And that
Exactly.
was the trigger. And I'm like,
Yes.
and that is exactly what Nina called of like, oh, this is different than others. This is different. Yeah. And so
Ding dong, Dr. Nina is in.
Nina's incredible, y'all, is what I gotta say.
What can I say? I love to read people.
And so now
you know
we
what my
have-
favorite book is? People.
Like People magazine.
No, it was a horrible
reading
joke.
people.
Reading people. I know
Wow,
it was horrible.
like,
it was
really tuned out
horrible.
for 1 second, and there's my brain.
No, it's horrible. My brain is mush. I feel like I'm getting farther and farther into this couch. If you're watching the YouTube, I feel like you're gonna watch me. I'm like sitting, I'm like, oh, I'm like this, blah, blah, blah. And now I'm fully just like, so
yeah,
anyway.
but that's the end of the episode.
That is the end of the episode.
And now we kind of got to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Because we need to get unsunk from the couch.
Yes.
And head out to a fancy seafood restaurant.
Oh my God. The fanciest seafood restaurant I've probably ever been to.
I know. I didn't realize that when I made the reservation, but here we go.
And did I just bring a backpack with clothes? Yes. Did I technically just bring one pair of pants and those are jeans? Yes. But we're going to make it work, and we're going to have fun, and we're going to see our chicas.
Yeah, and we're going to have a great night on the town.
Yeah.
And that is where you leave us. So if you have listened, thank you so much for listening.
Yes.
Like I did a shout out early, I'll give one more. Follow us on Instagram at chaoticgoodpod. Follow us on TikTok at chaoticgood.pod. Been posting some fun travel pics of us. And then if you want to listen to us, you can listen to us on Apple and Spotify podcasts. If you like what you're listening to, hit that 5 stars, baby. Hit that follow button. It really helps us. And then on YouTube, you can watch us on YouTube as well. We're potting with some very cute white robes from our hotel. And yeah, and you can subscribe to us on YouTube and then like always know when like we are posting another video and stuff. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we are going to go take Barcelona by storm.
Let's do it.
Okay, bye.
Bye.